Hello and welcome to today's broadcast between the Monarch Coyotes and... we're going to have to do it again because it got not saved. The computer shut down.
Hey, bro, she's dripped out. Number 11 on their team, bro. Look, she's dripped out.
Who's the girl? So, 4. That's the girl who's got 1,000. Oh my God. Sabercatsports. No need to restore. You can exit out of that.
Good luck to both teams.
And then it's loading Gmail now.
Is it this one?
Yep.
Oh.
Copied.
All right, we gotta keep going.
We're working on it. She is an injured player. All right, we are back on track. Hello and welcome to the matchup between Monarch Coyotes and your Fossil Ridge Sabercats. Both these teams are undefeated in Front Range League play, and we are in for a doozy. This is going to be a great matchup. We are moments away from tip-off. Kate Davis out and injured for the Sabercats, missing one of their key scorers, as your starters are going to be Leone, Arkin, Levine, Lynn, and Steinke for the Sabercats. Tip-off, that is won by Monarch. As we get started with this first possession, what do you think of this game, Tyler?
This is a really big matchup for both teams as Monarch comes into this one 11-1, top 10 in the state right now, and first in the conference as well with their undefeated record. So this is huge for both teams, as well as Fossil really had some nice run-ins with Monarch last year, winning one and losing another, winning in the playoffs and then losing the conference title in the last seconds.
Both these teams are very familiar with each other. They do not like each other. That's going to be stolen by Gianna Leone. And now Steinke bringing it up the court, the main ball handler. Steinke kicks out. Lynn going to move in. Floater. Missed. And that's going to be rebounded out to Levine. Levine drives in. Kicks it to Leone in the middle. Now Steinke over to Lynn. Arkin in the corner. She had a really good game for herself last Tuesday. Leone pump fake. Drives in. Just missed. That is going to be rebounded by number 11, Safi.
Great movement from the Sabercats there, just couldn't get it to fall.
Brought in by Gwenella. She just scored her 1,000th point. That's up and over with the foul. That is Amelia Rosen, the senior. And that is just a great move by Rosen in the post. Just recognize herself as one of the taller players on the floor, able to take advantage of it. 2-0 Monarch. And that is missed, rebounded out to Levine. Levine, a ball handler in her own right, going to take it up the court, drives in, kicks it out, Steinke. She loves that 3-ball, going to drive it in this time with the layup, contacts. Not going to get the shot to fall, but getting 2 free throws for Steinke.
Chance to tie it up here for the Sabercats. Second straight empty possession if she misses these, and the Sabercats do not want that tonight in a tightly contested game.
Yeah. Probably going to see a lot of fouls here, a lot of ball being played in the paint. Steinke attempts her first and makes it. Steinke is a very good free throw shooter, most notably made 2 key free throws in a close game against Grandview last week. No, sorry, apologies, 2 weeks ago. And that one is made as well. And now we are all tied up. Steinke with 2, as Fossil and Monarch tied at 2 apiece.
This is a close one early.
That's going to be driven in. And we are going to get a blocking foul on number 1, Natalie Lynn. Again, we're going to get a lot of fouls. Ref's not going to give them any leeway, so we will have Monarch ball down low as Mr. Menifee, Coach Menifee, Jamie Menifee, already arguing the calls early. He might be in for a long night. And that is in the post to Rosen. Kicks it out. That's Gwenella. She just scored her 1,000th point this Tuesday against Rocky Mountain. Drives in, gets the floater to fall. That's some good touch.
I think that's been 3 straight possessions with a foul now. We'll see if these teams can, lay off each other a little bit.
And that is going to be missed by Levine. And that is going to be off of Arkin. Coyotes ball. 2-4. Sabercats trailing.
We got about 6 minutes left in this first quarter here.
Guanella going to drive in past Lynn. Gets the layup to fall. Guanella showing why she scored over 1,000 of those. As Lynn and the Sabercats hoping to respond. Kicks to the corner, Levine with a drive. And that is going to be out of bounds.
Rough possession there from the Sabercats as Levine just dribbled herself into a corner and made a bad pass.
Turnovers have been the Sabercats' kryptonite for all of this season, so they will look to buck that trend if they have any chance of winning. It's going to be in the corner. Monarch drives in and gets Arkin, and that is going to be a foul called on Arkin. Didn't look like there was a lot there. She did bring her hand down, but I didn't see any contact.
I think she agrees with you. Looks like she thought she got some ball there, but free throws nonetheless.
That will be 2 free throws for Caroline Wally, the senior, looking for her first 2 points of the game. Taking a minute. And hits it. This is a very senior-heavy varsity squad for Monarch, as of their listed varsity players, all but 3 of them are seniors, including 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors in the lineup. That second one is also good for Wally, 8-2 Coyotes. Now Lynn over to Steinke. Gonna pass in the corner to Leone. Leone with a fake, drives in. Gets that Steinke. Now drives in, floater, no good. Missed shots have been problematic for the Sabercats.
Fossil down 8-2 with just over 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. They're going to need to start getting some buckets if they want to get back in this one, as this is a tough matchup tonight.
And we're going to get a foul on Rosalind for just trying to be too aggressive on the inbound, as that will be her second for the game.
I think that one was actually on Wally here.
Oh, apologies, that is Wally.
That's her first.
The twin towers of 15 and 13 in the paint can be quite deceiving. That will be the first on Wally, as previously stated. Levine on the outside, going to get kicked down to Leone. Goes for another floater, no good. And that one is rebounded by Josephine. Or Rosen, excuse me, Rosen.
Sabercats cannot get a bucket from inside so far.
They've missed some fairly makeable shots, and that has been offensive rebound by Rosen, and that's going to go down deep. Sorry to Wally, that's outside. Guanella, three-pointer, no good. Easy offensive rebound, and a reach foul. Bucket scored, first of the game for Safi. Arezzo Safi, another senior, looking for a quick three-point play as the Sabercats are in an early hole.
That is already 4 fouls for the Sabercats in about 3.5 minutes of time played so far. They're going to have to clean that up.
Free throw is good. Monarch has been draining their free throws all game. I believe they're 5 for 5, because I know they haven't missed one.
Monarch has been lights out tonight from all around the court as they come in with a 9-point lead right now.
11-2, just about 4 minutes on the quarter. Fossil with other starters still in, looking to make a change. It's going to be Arkin. Kept high up top, and that's a steal. Luther takes it. Clear path. Layup. No good. That's a rare miss for the Monarch ladies. Just that threat of the open layup got to her.
Bad turnover from Carmen Arkin over there.
And that's Guanella. She's going to pass it down to Rosen with a mismatch. Kicked out. Kicked over again to Safi. Safi, corner pass. Kicks out again. Guanella, open three. Makes it. That is now a double-digit lead for the Coyotes, as that is a 30-second timeout from Menifee, as things are looking dire, to say the least, here at Fossil.
14-2 already here, and they've scored the last 12 Monarch have. Only points for the Sabercats have been 2 Casey Steinke free throws. If they want to get in this one and have a chance here, they're going to need to do something, and whatever they're doing right now is not working. So look to Menifee to change something up here, probably go for some more outside shots, you know, get the ball to some shooters a little bit more, as they're just really trying to get into the paint right now, and Monarch's playing tremendous defense, and the Sabercats layups just are not falling.
They have definitely had some trouble finding open shots, and their shots they've gotten in the paint that have only been slightly or lightly contested have not been able to fall, where on the other side, Monarch has been able to get all their shots to fall with some open layups.
3:45 left to go in this first quarter. Natalie Lynn inbounding it to Casey Steinke.
And that's going to be Lynn taking it up the court. Passes over to Levine. Levine back to Steinke. Looks for space, over to Lynn. Lynn swings it. Levine, big three.
That is huge for Fossil, cutting the deficit to 9 now. That's Levine's first points of the night and the Fossil's first basket from open play here.
That is a big bucket, especially getting Levine going early. And now Gwinnell open three again, drains it.
From downtown, that is a long shot. She hit that one with ease, nothing but net.
And the immediate Fossil three is immediately gotten back by Monarch, as that is going to be dribbled away by Lynn. Leone saves it on the ground. Levine gets stuffed, and that is going to be a foul on Safi. Yep, got caught reaching in there.
Not much she could do there. Just got in the way a little bit. Rough for her, but Sabercats keep the ball with Steinke inbounding.
That's the problem with the aggressive defense they play. They find a lot of success, but occasionally you'll get caught for one of those reach-ins.
And yeah, you can see it's working as they only allowed 5 points with under 3 to go in this first quarter.
Levine looking for more space, finds zone, got it. Levine up to 5 points already.
And yeah, once again, you'll keep hearing us mention this if it continues, but Levine has Fossil's only field goals of the night, so we'll look to get some scoring from other players if Fossil wants to get back in this one.
Now, looking to play some defense. That's Wally on the corner. Guard by Arkin goes in, layup, no good. And that is going to be off Leone's hands. Monarch ball. Just nothing seeming to go right for the Sabercats. They need
a hurlbutt coming in for Carmen Arkin here.
Arkin not able to make an early impact, as, again, without Kate Davis, they're going to need some scoring. But in this case, they're also going to need some defense, as that's going to be inbounded Gwinnell up top. Looking for some space, drives in. And Rose in. They're going to get Steinke on a hit.
Steinke frustrated with that one. Looks like she had her hands up, but might have been a little too far into the basket, though. Looks like Monarch has 2 players ready to check in. Looks like Arezo, Safi, and one other.
That is going to be free throws for Rosen. Makes the first one. Again, making some more free throws, as that's going to be Lindsay Pleva checking in, as we see exits from Luther and Troba. Now Rosen again. Misses the free throw. That's the first missed free throw for Monarch all day. As Sabercats trail by 11. Hurlbutt in the corner. Looking for space. Gets it out to Levine. Levine's got a lane. Gets it back to Hurlbutt. 3. Airballs it. Just can't seem to buy a bucket here from anyone not named Levine, as that's going to be in the middle. That should have been a charge, but we're not getting anything. Levine, fast break, other way. Looking for some more points, drains it.
What a pass right there. Didn't catch who that was, but caught Levine in space with no Monarch defenders even on the same side of the court. Great play from the Sabercats in transition, cutting the deficit to 9.
That is going to be a charge on Safi. Good charge take by Hurlbutt. That is what she does.
You saw her playing earlier in the JV game as well. Big effort player there, as you like to see. She just runs all over this court, and she's getting into this one early with a great defensive play. Looks like that's Gianna Leone passing it in to Natalie Lynn.
And that is going to be Lynn bringing it in. Looking for some space here. Look for them to run this through Levine again. They're going to get Steinke down top. Leone in the paint. That's a big bucket right there.
More points from the Sabercats. Someone not named Levine this time. 18-11 lead for Monarch with 1:15 remaining in this first quarter.
Sabercats on a 9-4 run, which is absolutely crucial. This is what happened last game. They were down to Broomfield by 6 and were able to take advantage over late. See if they can get back in it sooner. Lynn, once again, looking to run in transition. Levine, deep 3. Bang! That is a massive 3 by Ella Levine right there.
Under a minute in this first quarter. 18-14 Monarch. Sabercats have cut it to 4 with a 12-4 run.
Levine has been killing it. Good defensive possession. Looking to build on her 10 points. To Leone transition. That is a foul on Gwinnella. Just runs into Leone in transition as the Sabercats are buzzing late in this first quarter.
Hard foul there. Hopefully Leonie's okay. It looks like she is. 44.1 ticks left in this quarter.
As now Lynn going to bring it up. Now Hurlbut in the corner. And that is going to be a bad pass by Hurlbut. Just not the type of possession you want in this type of game.
Chance to get this back to a one-possession game, and the SaberCats turn it over. 34 seconds left in this quarter. Not happy about that one, as it looks like Andrea Walzer checks in for Ava Hurlbut. Or Ella Levine, should I say.
Levine's going to get a bit of a rest, and so the SaberCats, they're going to need to stop here. And in addition, they are going to need probably a bucket at least. You need at least a stop. That last bucket of the quarter is crucial, and you don't really want to risk it as left open. Pleva going to miss the shot, and that is going to be off of Monarch. Fossil ball. 20 seconds left.
Good effort on the closeout by Ava Hurlbut there.
And they are going to bring Levine right back in. Just going to risk her fouling, but Levine going to come in for Hurlbut. I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to take this shot again. I mean, she has been killing it.
16 seconds left in this quarter.
Now, walls are careful, and that is going to be turned over again. Fossil thinks it may have hit one of Monarch's defenders. No luck, because that was right in front of the referee's face. It's a fun fact. Even if it is right in front of the referee's face, it's actually the hardest one to see because you got no depth of vision.
That is.
You can't see the whole field. Guanella kicks it into the side. That's going to be a turnaround. Layup good at the buzzer. That is by Rosen, as that is a big bucket to stretch the Monarch lead to 6.
20 to 14 lead for the Coyotes early, end of the first quarter. Fossil frustrated with this first quarter, but happy with that second half of the quarter as they got back in it. Looks like dance teams funneling in with some of their junior dancers here, as we'll get to see them later at halftime. So what did you think about that first quarter, Dylan?
I thought that Fossil looked really rough early, especially on the offensive end. I thought some poor offense led to even worse defense, and that's what allowed Monarch to have such a strong lead. But I think that the SaberCats looked a lot more comfortable, except for those last two possessions where they started to fall back into those old habits, and it cost them at least a 2-point swing. I'd be willing to even argue a 4-point swing.
Yeah, Fossil probably could have scored on that one with the way they were shooting on those last couple possessions if they hadn't turned it over right on that sideline. But, you know, you live and you learn, and Fossil will, I believe, get the ball first coming out of this quarter.
As they have the possession arrow. Yep, there it is.
Both teams have 5 fouls here, and looks like Steinke will inbound this one to Natalie Lynn.
As Levine still not getting her first rest of the break. She has been a monster with a previously stated 10 points. She is really the only thing keeping Fossil in this game. As that's Lynn taking it up the court. Going to go over to Walzer on the corner. Walzer had some great minutes, scoring 5 points in the Broomfield game this Tuesday and a crucial win for the SaberCats. Levine on the side. Getting hacked. Goes in. No foul, though. There was a lot of contact on that play, especially in the paint. It's going to be slowed down by Monarch in the corner. Josephine, that's going to be stolen away by Walzer, as she is able to hold on to it, and she is out of bounds, unfortunately. Great play by Walzer, but just had her back touching the sideline. Just got too close.
Looks like number 4, Natalie Guanella, comes up hurting. We'll see if they sub for her, but that's a huge loss, like you're saying. They've got 6 players on the court right now.
They're definitely going to get one of them off. As Guanella going to take a break, that is their star point guard. We'll see who runs the point for Monarch coming out of this break, as it looks like, sure enough, Pleva gets it. Guarded by Natalie Lynn, who draws the primary guard assignments. She is a great on-ball defender, as that's going to be switched onto. A lot of contact.
This is a physical game early on. We'll see if the refs do much about that.
Back to Pleva. Post battle. Wally on Leone. Kicks it back out. That is going to be missed around, but nothing out of bounds. No turnover, as going to try and get it in low, and they're going to get Steinke on a reach. There. Especially what we saw in Levine on the other side. I'm going to just say that felt like not a lot of contact, as we're going to see our first appearance from number 5, Leah Giacchetta.
No one on this Fossil side of the court is happy with that call. Refs bite their whistles a lot early on, but not there.
As that's Guanella also checking back in the game. She only did the second break. Giacchetta drawing the assignment. How do you actually say her name?
Jaquetta.
As going to be a drive by Wally. Kicks it out. Guarded by Giacchetta. As Guanella holding the ball, puts it on the floor. That's a switch. Arkin up top. Drives in. Kicks it back out. No shot clock. They can do this for as long as they wanted. As that is going to be a lot of physicality. And that is a good steal by Levine. Forced by Steinke. Going to look to run it in transition. Keeps control of the ball. Going to look to drive. Kicks. And that is just too much fanciness. Kicked it out to Arkin in the post too late. As that transition play just not enough as Guanella brings it up the court. Kicks it over to Richardson. It's Wally picking up her dribble, gets stuck out there, and that is going to be a good defensive possession by the SaberCats. No buckets in these first 2 minutes.
Good defense from the SaberCats on that possession, but yeah, rough turnover. Monarch does not want to make those mistakes, but you know, they're playing good defense as well, so SaberCats are going to need to score some points as well. Defensive stops aren't enough alone, but looks like Monarch's stacking the paint early, so if Fossil can get some players and good passing outside, they might have some open shots.
A big three would be crucial. Leone, good turnaround jumper. Leone is one of those, the fifth starter that is stepping in for Davis. She is easily as talented as a starter. Menifee said she's their sixth starter, but with all that size in there with Levine and Davis, there isn't really room for a third big out there in the starting lineup, but with Davis out for this game, that is going to be Leone's main ground. Good defense by Walzer again on Safi as that ball is turned over.
Andrea Walzer's gotten more minutes as the season has gone on as well, starting towards the end of the bench, but she's slowly worked her way up, and with that injury to Kate Davis, she's getting some big minutes tonight.
For these next couple minutes, watch that Walzer-Safi matchup especially. That's going to be kicked out to Levine up top. Going to take the three. No good off the back iron. Good offensive rebound by Walzer, though. Kicks it over to Leone. Guarded up top. Looking for space. Finds it. And makes the bank shot. Leone again with another big bucket as the SaberCats are within two.
Left-handed layup right there. You like to see that if you're a coach. 20-18, under 5 minutes to go.
Leone and Levine with a combined 16 of Fossil's 18 points. That is going to be no, kept alive by Monarch. Good defense by Arkin, though. Giacchetta on Guanella. Guanella, three-pointer, drains it. That is the type of talent that Guanella can provide. That just, it's so rare in this type of game with a three-pointer to immediately stretch the lead out to 5.
And that's what Fossil's missing from Kate Davis tonight. Solid three-point shooter.
As Levine gets tripped up, but no call. It looked like she definitely tripped on Safi's foot, but not going to get it. Oh, Leone makes a stop with her face. Great steal. In transition, Walzer. Guanella's back in time. Bad transition play by the SaberCats. Now Safi down low. Gets the bucket, and just like that, the lead is back up to 7.
Refs, once again, biting their whistles here. Menifee, very angry, as it looks like Natalie Lind checking in for the SaberCats and Caroline Wally for the Coyotes.
And that is going to be a, good save by Leone. Going to push it in. Arkin makes the layup.
25-20 with about 3:45 left in this second quarter. SaberCats with 6 fouls. They've gotten under that control, but still something to watch down the stretch in this half.
And that is going to be hucked up. No good by Guanella. Levine in transition. Might have numbers if she looks for him. Going to slow it down instead. Not going to risk another transition turnover. That's going to be poked away. Still Fossil ball, though. As it is now a 5-point game with 3:23. As Lynn going to come in for Giacchetta, right? Giacchetta and Steinke going to come in for Walzer. Solid minutes for both of the SaberCats. Just couldn't put any points on by themselves. As Steinke going to take the inbound. Going to look for Steinke to have a good second quarter and a good second half if the SaberCats are to pull this one out. Levine over to Steinke. Drives. Gets caught in the corner. Double teamed. Good pass to Levine. Levine over to Steinke again. Going to kick it out to Lynn. Not able to find a shot. The length by Monarch is just so intimidating. Leone. Arkin. Corner three. Off the front rim. Steinke with the rebound. That's going to be a jump ball. Looks like she might have been reaching through Steinke a little bit, but not the way seen by the refs, as we are going to get Monarch ball.
Andrea Walzer checks back in. Steinke back out again. That's interesting. It looks like Walzer, maybe they want her on defense tonight as they put her out there on number 14, Reese Troba.
Steinke just not looking to be on yet so far. Look for her to get going this second half. Guanella might have been looking to sell a foul, double team, and it's unsuccessful.
Physical play from Monarch early on. Fossil just struggling to match that.
Walzer gets it poked away over to Levine. Gets some contact in the paint, nothing. That's going to be bounced away to Monarch. 7 points. Safi caught in the backcourt. Gets it over to Wally, who gets to Quinella. As that is going to be driven in. Bucket by Rosen.
Timeout called from Monarch with 2:22 left in this half. 29-20 lead from the Coyotes.
Interesting decision to call a timeout after 2 straight buckets.
Yeah, it looks like Monarch was capturing some momentum there that they were really needing as the SaberCats were really fighting for them blow for blow there. But yeah, timeout called, and looks like they might have something they want to set up here as we come down the stretch, maybe get some of their key players a rest.
I'd say with about 2 minutes left, you really want to reach that goal of at least bringing it down to 5 before halftime.
Yeah, for sure. And then obviously another thing to watch here is Ella Levine has played almost every second of this game so far, and they're going to need her down the stretch. So we'll see if she stays in, and I assume she will, as these are some important minutes here at the end of the half. But she might get tired, and luckily the SaberCats have depth, but with Kate Davis out, that does make things a little bit more difficult for the Cats.
Yep.
Fossil will get this one out of the timeout, and we'll play ball in just a couple seconds here.
Levine has not scored in this second quarter yet, as she has been. They have clearly wanted to limit Levine by playing her physical as she's trying to drive into the lane, and so probably need other SaberCats to step up.
Yeah, but Levine has definitely cleared the way from some other openings on this Fossil team, as Leone has played well in this quarter, getting some buckets.
Now Steinke back in the game. Kicks it over to Arkin. Now Leone going to drive in. Floater, no good. Good rebound by Leone as she gets whacked on the arm. No call. There it is on Safi. That's very similar to what we saw on the other end of just the Monarch player going up and whacking him.
Safi has been really physical, for lack of a better word, early in this game. She already has 3 fouls. And if the refs wanted to, they very well could have called a few more on her, as Leone did the line for 2.
Misses the first one. Free throws were definitely an issue during the Broomfield matchup earlier this week. And in a game like this, you can't afford to miss too many free throws. As Steinke once again coming out. And
Haley Luther checks in for Safi. As we mentioned, she has 3 fouls with 2 minutes to play in this first half, 6 for both teams.
Leone makes the second, as that leads down to 8. Gonna need a stop here. Gonna stops pretty much the entirety of this second half. You aren't gonna feel good if this lead hits double digits again. As Luther, ball handling up to Guanella. Switch, not there. Guanella misses. Good rebound by Leone. Now Lynn, looking to punish in transition. Levine takes a 3. That's a bucket. Most open she's been all game. Levine now with 13. The lead is 5 again.
Levine on fire tonight. 1:30 left in this first quarter, or in this first half. 5-point lead for Monarch now. Big important bucket.
Those are her first points of the second quarter. Desperately needed as well. Looking to attack the post again. Doubles. Kicks it out. No steal. Levine just couldn't get to it. Good on-ball defense by Levine, though. Switches to Walzer. Gets down low. Good rebound by Arkin. Another good defensive possession. SaberCats looking to punish in transition like they have all game. Over to Arkin, top of the key. Leone. They're just running man, and that's off Guanella. SaberCats ball with 59 seconds on the half.
Good 3 from Levine back a few plays ago. That was super important, as, like you said, you do not want to see this lead get into double digits, and it's now down to just 5. If Fossil gets a bucket here, it is a 1-possession game.
We talked about bringing it down to 5. If you can bring it down any more, that'd be perfect. But, again, we're going to talk about how important that last bucket of the half is. It really sets the tone heading into halftime. If you can get a bucket and a stop here, you bring it down to at least a 1-possession game. That's huge. As Lynn kicks it over to Walzer. She's open from deep. Misses it, and that is going to be allowed by Monarch. Didn't quite give her the landing space, but they felt it was fine, as it looks like Levine might have been hit in the face. Josephine looking to punish as Arkin brings it down. And that's going to be a foul. 2 free throws for Monarch. After a lot of free throws, I will say, they did clean it up during the second quarter, but that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Especially how good Monarch has been from the line.
Yep, it's tough, but these are important free throws, and that's Carmen Arkin's second foul.
First one, money.
Menifee still discussing that call with the ref as he calls Steinke and Ava Hurlbut to come in. They'll check in for Andrea Walzer and Carmen Arkin.
As we got 30 seconds, the lead is back up to 6. Would be 7 with a made free throw from Rosen. She has not missed one today. And she makes that one. There's just about 30 seconds left in the half for the Sabercats. It's going to be Hurlbut to Leone. Over to Levine. Levine look for her to attack here, and she does. Kicks it out, Leone. Once again, Lynn. Good pump fake. Floater in the lane, no good. Good rebound, Levine. A reach in, no good, but a good play. Foul on Rosen. Levine's going to get 2 free throws.
Big play from the Sabercats there. Great board from Levine as 3 Monarch players went for that one, but somehow it ends up in Levine's hands and she's shooting 2.
She knows exactly when to grab that rebound. First one for Levine is good. These free throws are going to be crucial on both sides down the stretch, and so the Sabercats, who have been known to struggle, are definitely going to need to make these.
Levine is just an amazing rebounder, and she often keeps Fossil in these close games with big rebounds and clutch situations there. She makes the second, cutting it to a 5-point lead 16 seconds to go.
Levine up to 15 for the game. Now, going to need to stop here is Guanella. Lynn on her. Drives past, and that is going to be, good save by the Monarch. And that is going to be kicked to the corner. Guanella, no good on the 3, and that is going to expire. That's the big stop we were looking for. As Fossil, after struggling early with the lead as much as, was it 9 or 11? I believe it was only 9.
I think they got it to 9, yeah, but still.
Bringing it down to 5, especially late, is crucial, as Fossil's going to get the ball to start this second half as well. So you're playing a really tough team. You don't feel terrible about being down 5 at the half. So we're going to take a 10-minute break for halftime. We will see everyone on the other side. Hello and welcome for the second half as Fossil Rage going to take that ball in. As quick update, Monarch up 31-26 in this battle of undefeated teams in the Front Range Conference. As Fossil going to drive in, pump fake, out to Leone, who's had herself a very good game with 7 points. Lynn still looking to get on the scoreboard. Stanky with only 2. Takes a contested 3. Missed it. Not quite that shot you want to take out of rhythm. 2-on-1. Guanella drives in. Misses the layup. Good rebound by Stanky. Hits Leone in transition. Going to get a free layup out of this. And that is going to be a foul on Luther as Leone going to look to shoot 2.
I did not see much there, but yeah, I guess they said she got some arm. Looked like ball, but
we're getting a lot of hits in this game. All hits, no misses. Quote Drake.
Yeah, we'll see. Looks like the refs maybe want to get some more control on that. Leone for 2 here.
Oh, that's no good. We talked earlier about the importance of free throws and just how you're going to need to make most of these, but in isolation, 1 missed free throw looks awful, but hopefully over the span of a game as she misses the second. So those 2 missed free throws are not ideal. I will say that much.
Yeah, not happy about that, but it's all right.
And now kicked it out. That's in the corner. Luther looks like she might have traveled, but nothing there. Guanella drives in. Going to get the mismatch in the paint. Good. No box out there. Oh, but the missed layup. Leone with a rebound.
Good defense from Natalie Lynn there, guarding the taller player there, but still good D. Ooh.
Stanky, bad shot, unable to get its fall. Guanella tries to split the defense. Leone stops her. That is going to be a blocking foul on Lynn. Looks like she was set to me, and Guanella tried to go around her. I didn't see much on that play.
Guanella sold that one pretty good. Oscar-worthy performance, I'd say, as she made that fall sound pretty loud, too.
The good players know how to get points, so.
Yeah, and with 1,000 of them in her career, she definitely knows.
It's Guanella looking at the first points out of the break and misses her first free throw. Man, these rims have been blocked off early. As that looked like it might have been a crucial, again, we're talking about the cruciality of free throws, and Monarch has been usually pretty good with their free throws as Guanella does hit the second one, 6-point lead.
Story of basketball right there. Fossil would need 2 threes to tie now rather than a 3 and a 2. Free throws always important.
Fossil looking for their first basket of the game. Levine, I don't believe has attempted a shot, which might be part of this. Stanky still looking to get going as well. Lynn picks it up. Levine trying the mismatch. They immediately double, almost triple team with the zone. Arkin in deep, misses the shot. As Lynn falls in transition, Guanella's going to get a chance at it, gets the pass, misses the layup, tough one. And Levine is going to have a jump ball. That is going to be Monarch ball, just in the paint. Fossil, I don't know if it's unlucky or just getting out hustled, but it's not looking good for them.
Yeah, and as you saw there, even when she's not playing defense, she's getting in their heads. Natalie Lynn, she's just such a good defender. She can make defenders or players miss shots even when she's not guarding them. As
Leone with a great play. Now Luther guarded by Stanky. Leone still with some great defense. That's just a tough play as Rosen, a much bigger person, but that is a great defensive effort by Leone. As the lead is now back up to 8 and gets her shot blocked as Levine. As that's that extra length coming in handy. As a lead that is now ballooned up to 8. Looking for a good pass. Wally hits a layup. And it is now a 10-point lead, just like that.
Not a good start to the half for the Sabercats, but yeah, you will remember. Oh, looks like there's a timeout by Coach Menifee here. You got to look back to the first half. Sabercats were down 14-2 early, so these deficits are something they're used to in this game, and we'll see if they can come back from this one as we got about 5:40 left in this third quarter. Only 1 foul from each team so far, but definitely more could have been called. But what have you seen in this early in this third quarter that's made Monarch jump out to this lead early?
I think it's just, once again, them using their size to their advantage as the Sabercats not able to get around them, not able to get off clean shots, and quite the opposite for Monarch as they are able to take contested shots that are no longer contested just because they're 4 or 5 inches taller. They're able to shoot over the smaller Fossil defenders. So Fossil obviously trying their best. They've got some very good on-ball defenders, but there's only so much you can do with that much of a height difference.
Yep, Monarch a very big team, and they're coming in here and showing it. We'll see what the Sabercats come out of the break with as Menifee breaks them down. But 10-point lead, yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is a tough one, but
every time that lead gets bigger, it also leaves less time on the clock to come back for.
you know the Sabercats are a good team in the second half, though, so anything can happen. Arkin to inbound.
As Lynn takes it in the backcourt and moves up. Over to Arkin. And that is going to be a tough defensive play. Levine, Steinke drives in. Faces a bit of contact. Lynn drives in. Levine, corner three. Rims out. Oh, that's a tough one. Just getting unlucky. Guanella drives in, and she is going to have it off her. Sabercats ball. As the refs are talking about this, even though it looked like it hit her knee, yeah, and it did.
Yeah, this one ref came in from the side trying to argue, but, you know, guy right in front of the play, he saw that one.
We talked about how refs, it could be too close, but in that time, I think it was definitely not too close. Looked like he had plenty of space, and he made the read off the knee. So, once again, Fossil still looking for their first bucket of the second half. And that is going to be stolen away by Guanella. Good double team. As Arkin caught in transition against Rosen, tries to go under, stops it. Safi, three, hits it. Just no one able to get to her in transition. Monarch up by 13, as that is their biggest lead of the contest.
Well, like you said, Sabercats a little bit smaller, but they did bring Arkin in the second half.
Good layup by Steinke as she hits her first field goal of the game. We're going to need a big half from Steinke.
And I think defensively, they're going to really need Carmen Arkin to get involved, as she's really one of the only people they have to match some of these bigger Monarch players.
Squinella takes it up top, kicks it in the corner. And that is a good spin move by Luther, but not able to hit as Arkin can't come up with the rebound. Fossil's defensive rebound has been lacking, as another offensive rebound missed by Wally. Another offensive rebound. Rosen throws it up, nothing. Looked like that's white ball.
Wow.
While no shot was made, that has been consistent with Fossil's problems, just unable to come up with that defensive rebound. Some of that's just off of Monarch's bigger bodies, but they aren't able to grab it when they need to.
Yeah, and maybe Fossil will be happy with the result, but not the methods there. A lot of shots from Monarch, but somehow none of them fell.
Leona gets past Steinke, corner, Levine, back to Arkin. Good post play, misses the layup. Fossil not able to get any shots to fall as they look to get back in defense. Guanella hoping to catch him in transition. Nothing. Safi. Oh, that's a hard play. Layup is good. Lead back up to 13.
Nice play by Safi, left-handed dribble right around the Sabercat defense.
Steinke puts it up for three, misses it. Leone fights hard, gets the offensive rebound, and a foul on Luther. That is another tough play by Leone, who has been hustling everywhere.
Leone to inbound this one as well now. Ava Hurlbut checks in for Ella Levine, who will be finally getting some rest here. She has looked tired in the second half, not getting many opportunities.
She has not scored yet in this second half, as they are definitely making an effort to go around her. So, once again, Fossil going to look for a lot of offense as we have a 5-second violation. That is, once again, we're talking about that stagnant offense. Not able to get anything going. Monarch up by 13 with 3:24 left in this third quarter.
Fossil with, I believe, only 4 points in the second half.
It's only 2.
2 points in the second half, 3:15 remaining, so rough.
Guanella up top. Pleva. And now back to Guanella as they're just stalling for time, it looks like, and it's working. Not able to get anything going. Pleva up top, guarded by Hurlbut. Looks like she might be stuck. Good defense by Arkin. Rosen tried to sell the call, nothing. Razi in the corner, Pleva. Open shot. Misses it well short, and that is going to be off of Arkin as she just gets out-muscled by Rosen. Monarch ball. Just Fossil has not been on offense like at all during this third quarter. Hard to score when you don't have the ball.
Yeah, only 2:43 remaining in this quarter. Fossil's only put up 2, so
that is a foul. Looks like Guanella caught Leone in the air. Just a smart play by a veteran point guard.
Yep, great play as Leone really didn't even see her coming, and she just ran into her on purpose, but draws the foul. It always works. Gwinnella for 2.
Gwinnell, another historically good free throw shooter, hits first.
As 14-point lead for the Coyotes.
There is also a spill on the Fossil bench. That is being attended to by some of the bench players, including Kaylee Walzer, as the Monarch lead is up to 15. As this game begins to spill out of control.
Yeah, and I mean, that's why they call it home court advantage. Strategic water spilling is always a good strategy from the bench.
We'll see if it pays off at all. As that is nothing. Steinke goes up hard, just gets caught against the bigger defender. Good defense by Hurlbutt, but that is going to stay with Monarch. Just getting caught in transition and not looking good for the Sabercats.
I don't know if there are any football coaches in attendance, but they might consider putting Ava Hurlbutt out there in the secondary. Really good defense there.
As Hurlbutt going to take off, as Levine coming back in, hoping to rile up this offense. And that is made. Another 2-point bucket as the lead is now 17 as this begun to spiral out of control.
2 minutes left in this quarter, but Fossil wishes it were over already.
And that is no foul, looking like a hand check from Pleva. As Levine gets caught, just gets it out to Steinke. No one looking. Leone has position, not going to get it to her though. Lynn with the baseline over to Arkin as she misses the layup. Leone gets fouled. She's going to shoot 2.
Last time Leone was at the line, she missed both. She'll be looking to hit some this time as Monarch takes a 45-28 lead. That's 17 points with about 1:45 remaining in this third quarter.
Fossil has been outscored 14-2 in this quarter, similar to how they started the game being outscored 14-2. As Leone misses her third straight free throw, as walls are going to come in for Arkin. I suppose it is like poetry. It rhymes.
Yep. A lot of subs there as looks like Safi comes out. She's been a tough matchup for the Sabercats. Very physical player, and
just about everyone's been a tough matchup for the Sabercats, especially in this third quarter.
Yeah, and that's just been the story of the game so far. Leone to take her second here.
And that is 4 missed free throws in a row from Leone. That's Fossil can't buy a bucket. Someone must screw a lid on that. It might be unleveled like the Nuggets game a couple weeks back. Someone should check that. Bring out the ladder. Squinella backs down Lynn, taking the size advantage in the post. Passes it out. That's Wally. And they're going to get Leone on a reach. Fossil getting frustrated. As they're still working on that spill.
Yeah.
It's taking a minute.
I assume it was just water, but, you know.
It looks like, although they did get the spill cleaned up faster than Fossil was able to make a field goal. So
yeah, that's always a positive. When you're cleaning up those spills, you really want to beat the field goals from your...
Gwinnella misses it. And that is going to be an over-the-back foul as they're going to tighten down. Can't tell who that is. I think that's Traba. Yeah, Reese Traba looks mystified at the foul call. As we're going to get a check in for Richardson, coming in for Pleva. And I believe that's starting 5 for Monarch out there again. No, it's not, because Safi's not in the game.
Andrea Walzer inbounding to Lynn.
As I believe the Sabercats have only played 8 players this game. I mean, Chiquetta, Walzer, and Hurlbutt coming off the bench, plus the original 5. As Lynn, looking for good penetration, gets it, kicks it out to Walzer. As that is a flop, straight up by Gwinnella. Good little floater by Lynn. Again, Gwinnella tried to pull a veteran point guard move, just couldn't get it to budge. Lynn with her first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, and like you said, only 8 players in for Fossil. They are short. No Kate Davis tonight, and you'll also see Della Bailey, she's listed on JV, but she's been playing up, and she's out as well.
Wally gets it back. Looking to make a move to end the quarter. That is going to be a foul on, I believe they're going to get it on Wally, as the refs are continuing to tighten down on fouls. 5-3, Monarch does have more fouls than Fossil, so you can say what they want, but they're staying fairly disciplined in this third quarter. Not a lot of turnovers, just a boatload of missed shots.
Safi checks back in. Those fouls really aren't going to matter for Monarch unless Fossil starts making some free throws, though.
Walzer caught in no man's land, looking for help. Levine drives. as we're going to get a hand check foul up to 6.
Not much there again, but I guess the refs really wanted to cut down on some of this. They must have talked at halftime. Them and Monarch both. Big halftime adjustments from those two groups there. They've been working.
It seems they were able to stop Fossil's motion offense, and that's just really prevented it. Lynn looking for a big 3, misses it. Hurlbutt can't get the rebound off her. Monarch ball.
Sophie to inbound this one for Monarch. She checks back in. I believe she does still have 3 fouls with about 15 seconds left in this third quarter. Natalie Lynn playing some good on-ball defense there.
Brought down low. Missed shot. Steinke with the rebound. And we're going to get a foul. So we are going to get 2 free throws. The Monarch parents, God, you would think their team is just being absolutely screwed here as we're shooting ones.
Yeah,
I don't know what everyone's doing. Is Steinke going to get a pair of free throws?
They appear they've brought the whole city of Louisville down to this one.
I mean, what else is there to do in Louisville?
That's the third foul for number 15, Caroline Wally. That's about 2 in the last minute.
Once again, free throws. Could be a couple big buckets with less than a second. Makes the first one. Good job. Steinke has been a very good free throw shooter for the SaberCats. Made all of her 3 in the game.
She'll want to get to the line more, especially 7 fouls already in the third quarter for Monarch.
And that is going to trickle in. That is no good as we head into the final frame. Fossil behind by 15. Going to take a miracle here, folks.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. Rough third quarter from the SaberCats. They came in down 31-26 at the half, so they've been outscored 16-6. You don't like to see that.
Because in isolation, being outscored by 10 in a quarter isn't the end of a team, but once you're already down by 5, 15, 8 minutes, this is not, it's not ideal for any team. It's not impossible, but they definitely need to kick their offense up. However, we have seen this before. Last game against Broomfield, they only had 33 points through 3 quarters, but were able to put up 21 in that final frame. So it is not impossible by any means, but this is going to take a lot of defense. It's going to take a lot of offense, just both sides of the ball. SaberCats are going to have to, for a lack of a better word, dominate during this final quarter.
That's for sure. Something they definitely did not do in that third quarter, but looks like the SaberCats will get the ball to come out of this quarter. Yeah, they'll look to get to the line here, especially some of their shooters, Steinke, Lynn, you know. Getting them at the line would be huge for the SaberCats, as, like we said, mentioned a few times already, but 7 fouls from Monarch.
As Leone, stuck in no man's land. Just looking for someone, anyone. Gets to the Walzer. Walzer with a bit of space. Now over to Steinke, 3. Misses it.
Steinke can't buy a bucket tonight.
I believe Fossil only has 1 3-point bucket today coming from Levine, and that is Rosen. Takes advantage of the mismatch, and the lead is up to 19. We have not hit 20 yet, but we've hit 19 twice now. Leone gets to Lynn. Levine. Levine, contested floater, makes it. Levine with her first points of the second half, as she's definitely going to be one to look at down the stretch. Giachetta probably going to look to waste some time here. Lynn might step up, be more aggressive. Giachetta looks for pressure, not going to get it. Luther, 3, misses it. That is off the equipment, for lack of a better word, surrounding the rim, and that is Fossil ball. Good stop by Fossil. Just going to have to force those outside shots, get good contests on them. Any layups are pretty much money for Monarch all game.
Yep. Down 15 here. They're going to need good defense and
Walzer.
good offense.
Over to Levine. Another good shot by Levine. Man, I don't know who left Levine wide open, but that was a mistake. As now, that is good defense by Walzer, but just they're going to get her for a foul, as that was not a lot there. Luckily, he's still nowhere near the bonus.
Menifee may have struck gold early in this fourth quarter. They've really been getting this zone from Monarch, because They've been having Andrea Walzer dribble in, kick it out to Levine for some open shots. 2 in a row there.
They have 4 points in this quarter after only getting 6 that entire third. As now, Giachetta, I don't even know who I'm talking about. Guanella kicks it outside. Luther up top. Guanella again. Gonna look to take advantage of smaller Lynn. Nope, nothing. Fossil playing good straight up defense. Might do something. As that is a little bit of a reach, but definitely an embellishment by Rosen.
Fossil doing a good job of keeping Monarch out of the paint in this fourth quarter. That's really the key on defense as Leone picks up her 4th foul.
I would think if you're like 4 inches taller than the person who's guarding you, you'd want to, play strong. As good block by Levine. Rosen once again trying to sell it. Just no luck.
What a block.
Leone,
no
corner, Steinke. She'd usually pull that, but not looking at it this game. Now, good layup, and she tried to underhand it, although I think she would have found more success if she just went overhand with it, tried to get a little bit more elevation on it.
Looks like she might have just been going for contact there, kind of just threw it up.
Giachetta throws it out. Good tip by Levine. Couldn't get the steal, though. That is going to be kicked out to Safi. Safi looking to drive and gets it to fall. Good shot by Safi. The best way to describe this is unlucky. There have been a lot of balls that the Sabercats have gotten their hands on, but just haven't bounced to them, frankly. It's just one of those types of days for the Sabercats. Steinke missed again. Speaking of which, they have hit a lot of rims that have bounced out. That rim has been quite the unfortunate friend. While it takes a good shooter to get a good bounce, even some days the best shooters can't buy one.
Yeah, and unlucky is a good descriptor, but I think the best description of this game would be a 51-36 lead for Monarch with about 5 minutes left in the game.
As Giachetta is going to get fouled by Leone.
Leone will foul out here. Not her best play. A little bit overly physical there in the paint. She's frustrated.
That is very frustrating, especially for Fossil's second leading scorer, who has looked very good for most of this game. As just playing it too aggressive, especially on what would have been a free layup. In happier news, Fossil boys basketball just defeated Monarch in Louisville 63-36, so they continue their winning streak as they continue to have a dominant season.
Well, if you combine the scores of both games, Fossil with a little bit better performance so far tonight, but...
So you would say Fossil basketball is still better than Monarch basketball overall then?
Well, I would always say that, but just especially with that big win from the boys tonight.
We did have two wins in the playoffs last year, so undefeated in playoffs against Monarch. Do not be surprised if we see this team again, especially with Kate Davis, who is currently bottle flipping on the sideline, that things might turn out a little differently. It will not be 16 points, I will tell you that much. As 52-36 Monarch, Steinke looking for a shot, can't get it up. Arkin, Lynn, corner, Walzer, pump fake, gets into Arkin. Gonna look for a layup, no good off the rim. That is Fossil ball.
Looks like Wally, oh no, I'm sorry, that's Luther will check in for Rosen of
This
Monarch.
has been another short bench for Monarch because they only have used 8 players as well, but just worked out for one team, not for the other. As, see, Arkin caught in no man's land. Levine looking for space against Safi, finds it. Levine, unlucky bounce. As Fossil trapped in the corner, Guanella able to get it out.
Levine doing everything she can on that possession, just can't get a call.
Luther, 3. That's a dagger if I've ever seen one.
19-point lead, just over 4 minutes left.
Levine pushes in, gets a bit of contact, no call. Walzer misses the open 3.
You'll see when Levine drove in there, she had 4 Monarch defenders on her.
They don't look confident as Troba up and in with the layup as we are stretched to lead 20.
Nobody outside of Ella Levine wants to shoot on this Fossil team.
No one's able to find space either. Levine, she continues to be red hot. I don't think I've seen a better performance from Levine in her entire career than what I've seen now. The junior turned senior as she's graduating early to go play JUCO ball in Maine, I believe. So congrats to Ella Levine, who now has 22 of Fossil's 39. As her teammates have less points than her combined. As good point by Walzer as she is shoved, no call on Troba.
Andrea Walzer has stepped up big
Oh,
tonight.
Levine, open transition 3, misses it. Hey, you can't make all of them. Just can't even get a feel-good 3. Just the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose.
18-point lead for Monarch, 3:19 left in this contest.
As we are going to get a timeout. My spidey sense is telling me the bench warmers are coming in.
Yeah, it looks like Hurlbut and Jaquetta are going to check in for Fossil after this timeout. Talk from the score table here. Looks like Monarch's going to bring in some of their back of the bench players. Rough night for the Fossil Ridge Sabercats, but yeah, this is a big one to lose. This will be Monarch's, I think, 5th win in the conference. And,
Fourth. Yep.
4th win in the conference, sorry. And Fossil's first loss. That'll be a tough one to overcome, but Fossil will try to do that down the stretch. But Monarch is a good team that, you know, come February and March when the big important games are being played, you'll look to them when the state tournament begins.
This is very similar to last year where Fossil was very close to winning this early on in conference play. They were in position to win the conference title, but ran into a good Monarch team on the road. Another 2 points by Levine.
Good steal there from Ava Hurlbut, all-conference jumper on the track team as well.
But they won all their games down the stretch, but just that one loss to Monarch because they went undefeated in conference play was enough. Especially with how good Monarch is this year, as I would say they are even better than last year's team, as they're once again going to look to be a challenge. If they're going to win this league, they're going to need at least a bit of help. So this is a crucial one at home. You don't like to see loss, but sometimes it goes that way every night.
Levine with another board.
And that is a pass out that is deflected.
16-point lead for Monarch, 2:26 remaining in this one. Looks like Monarch's got a sub ready to check in.
Getting open. All starters. Well, all starters in the game, I believe, for Monarch. Well, everyone except for Guanella, as that's kicked out. Hurlbut looking for her first point. Strains it. Good shot. Timeout. Might be a little too late, but might be able to push it within 10.
Yeah, for sure. If they can get another quick turnover like they did on that last one, they got the timeout ready to drop a good defensive play. You know, never say never.
Looks like Monarch kind of fell asleep the same way we did. Like we could feel the energy up here's a little dead. The energy down there is a little dead for Monarch. As Fossil just 2 quick buckets, and it is back to 13. At the very least, it's a moral victory. There aren't a lot of those in professional sports, but you can get some in high school.
That's for sure.
As
it's like the same lineup for the Sabercats.
No, did Levine sub back in, or was she always out there?
She was.
She was already in. Okay, yeah. But that is a good sign that, especially that 3 from Hurlbut, if they are going to look to make any more of a run, then they're going to need those points from Hurlbut. They're going to need them from Walzer. They're going to need them from Jaquetta. As, once again, bit of a zone press to start. So they bring it back. Good steal, Walzer, and it bounces away from her. One of those types of nights, folks. Troba, Pleva, as she traveled. Yes. As 2:02 left in the 4th. There's not a lot of time, especially without a shot clock. So buckets on every possession, stops or missed free throws on every possession down the stretch. So
you never know, though.
Steinke, Walzer in the corner, got to go fast. As Walzer drives, corner, Hurlbut fakes it. Probably should have taken that shot. Levine takes her shot, misses it in front of the rim. Nothing. As the Sabercats stop the press and aren't going to look to foul.
That's probably
as now they're going to press at the request of Menifee. Still no press. There's Hurlbut. And still not looking to foul yet.
Not sure what they're doing here.
As that's going to be a no. You'll see it's in late game. The refs don't like to call the ticky-tack fouls, but then they'll penalize you for an intentional foul. As if we got a 5-second violation on Monarch after good defense from, I believe that was Walzer.
Yep, I think so. About a minute ticked off there, though, so 120 left, still down 13.
Again, another bucket, pulls it within 10. Got to look for a 3 here. And gets stuck. That is going to be Fossil ball. They're going to say it's off Pleva, who cannot believe it. She is beside herself.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with Pleva there. Did not look touched, but, you know.
Hey, we're not the ones on the floor.
1:11 remaining in this contest.
Sabercats still looking for another bucket. In the corner, kick out Cheta. 3, another huge shot. Another timeout by Menifee is Fossil.
Guess they got some of those to lose, but or to use. 1:02 remaining, down 10. Double digits still, but you know, 10 points. That's a 4-possession game.
I mean, 2 minutes ago it was an 18-point game, so nothing's impossible. But they have to. They can't allow that last defensive possession where they just let Monarch tick time off the clock. They either got to get a quick steal or a quick foul, and that's exactly what I guarantee Menifee's telling them. Don't let them dribble. Don't let them pass. Just make it quick, make it snappy, and just do something. Keep them under pressure. Really turn up the heat on them.
Turnover here in a 3 is huge for the Sabercats. They could get back in it right here if they get a turnover, quick bucket. But Monarch, all they got to do is, you know, complete this inbounds play and get it across half court for them. And pretty much game over if they can do that.
I think she was right. No. Mr. Gallagher asked me, and I can't say no because this is so nice. They asked me like 20 times.
And that is going to be inbounded to Troba. Going to look for the steal. Going to look for some higher pressure. Giachetta can't get it as they're in transition. Pleva not going to take the shot. We're going to get a travel first on Pleva. Fossil ball. 53 seconds.
That was not what she wanted to do in that situation.
Pleva with
53.8 left.
a rough 2 possessions as Steinke going to be close. Walzer. And she gets happy feet. That's a tough one. You need to at least get a shot up on there. Hope for a rebound, but nothing.
47.4 left.
As looking for a deeper press a lot. Oh, that's nothing. Someone's got to get on him. Still no foul as they lose it out of bounds. Good steal by Levine.
Forcing the turnover, but
Time still continues to tick away. They got to get a point every 4 seconds.
40.2 remaining.
As the ref trying to screen the inbounder, or excuse me, the coach for Monarch trying to screen the inbounder, who Blakely with some good defense. Steinke looks to make a move. Puts it up. Nope, foul. Travels first. Just, they can't buy a bucket after 3 successful offensive drives. Nothing. Gonna look to press early. Not gonna let him, and they let him get it in. And that's going up.
Good passing.
Yep, solid passing, and we're going to get a foul as that's 7. That should be a 1-and-1. Yeah. I don't know why he pointed the spot, but 30 seconds, 10 points. We're going to need a missed free throw here for a chance.
And with the nature of basketball, this last 2 minutes tends to take forever, and 27.7 left, but Fossil almost no chance to win this one.
Taking a minute. Misses it. Good job by Fossil to recognize that. Gets the out. Gotta move. Gets it out. Corner. Steinke gonna take the 3. Looks like she got hit on the arm. Nothing. Walzer. That looks like she also got hit. Still nothing. Teams are getting frustrated. Monarch. They are gonna escape with the win, but they don't look great.
No fouls from Fossil. 5 seconds.
They're just gonna run out the clock as Monarch heads to Fort Collins and beats Fossil. Fossil shorthanded, looked a bit slow with a third quarter that costed him. Had a very solid first half, very solid final 4 minutes or so, but eventually falls as they are unable to get enough score necessary. The final score from the Fossil Ridge Gym, Monarch 57, Fossil 47. Any final thoughts, Ellen?
Well, great defense from Fossil down the stretch, but they just couldn't hit any shots to save their lives. So we'll hope to turn that around as the season continues. But for now, Monarch takes sole control of first place in the conference, and that's a big one. But thank you guys for watching. This has been Sabercat Sports coverage of Fossil Ridge taking on Monarch girls basketball.
We will see you around.